Hey guys, it's Marissa from Grow in the Flow, and welcome to day 3 of 7 of our exploration of the planetary days of the week. If you're just joining us, if you're on our community page, we have Thursday and Friday posted. It's pinned in the group. If you are on my YouTube channel, it is also here on a playlist for the planetary days of the week. So here is where we are exploring the energies of the different planets that are affiliated with the 7 days of the week. And so Saturday is affiliated with the planet Saturn, Saturn's Day. And of course, that means the deities of Saturn or Kronos. And it is affiliated with crystal energies such as black tourmaline, shungite, black obsidian, really strong protective stones. And it carries that archetype of virtue and pride. It's a very organized and self-sufficient energy that comes along with Saturn for Saturday. And so that makes it a good day for setting those short-term and long-term goals, reorganizing, reprioritizing, cleaning your home, planning your week ahead, checking off all the things on the to-do list, which makes a lot of sense when you think about, for many of us, Saturday is that day to do the chores and run the errands and the cleaning and the repairs and the different things that perhaps we don't have time to do during our week. But even further, it can also be a good time for us to look at personal or professional work in the way of organizing and reprioritizing ourselves for our week ahead or in general. So we can really tap into this energy when we're talking about work, yes. And we'll talk a little bit about that in the Oracle message that came up today. But one of our community members really shared a beautiful perspective today about that energy, this idea of work, and it not being just physical, but also energetic, shadow work, and really leaning into having those aspects of responsibility, accountability, and personal authority when it comes to checking off that spiritual checklist as well. Having some discipline in that area as well to tend to that and streamline, because we're talking about work. But what I was getting from this, I heard the phrase, work smarter, not harder. So we're not talking about anything that should be overly strenuous and certainly not unpleasant as much as chores and errands can be. But we're talking about the Oracle card that came forward today says, allow your work to become your art. And I love that because it also reminds me of that phrase that says something like, find the work that you love and you'll never work another day in your life. Tune into what lights you up, your sparks, your creativity, and to the extent that that is our end goal as we move through life, and be able to hone and bring into focus our work being something that we love, we can really lean into that. And so what this card was talking about is being given the choice of what kind of work will truly become your art, and that is up to you ultimately, that you're only limited by how much courage you can muster to fully explore what this can mean. So, anything in our heads that are immediately saying, yeah, but that'd be great, but, I got to make the bacon or whatever it may be that I have to work to make ends meet. If we're talking about our business side or professional work, that's where this is talking about an opportunity to have a merger in your head, heart, and your highest purpose to bring everything together from that business model for the impact that you wish to make in the world. So we're talking about the energy of Saturday, and this card comes up. So I think it's a great day for us to lean into imagining the possibilities, and how we can treat any area of our life with a business model perspective. And thinking about, who is my perfect customer? What can I do? Where can I find them? What purpose do they want to serve in the world? And how do I serve them? If we're talking about, especially those of us who are looking to establish our professional businesses. But again, if we're talking about getting things done during the day, throughout Saturday and the weekend, and also, of course, the perspective of energetic work, really looking at that and how we can lean into reflecting on, if I could truly do anything in the world and make it my art, what would it be? So that was the self-reflection that came up. And then the creative action was kind of fun. It said, create a logo for a new imaginary company that combines a higher purpose with your artistic expression. So I think that would be so fun to just kind of allow ourselves to imagine and play and think about, what would my personal logo be if I was bringing together the concert of all of those aspects of what would my logo be, what would my business be, kind of a thing. In the business of becoming, we're in the business of becoming, of discovering ourselves and bringing our heart-centered work into the world. I think that's really beautiful. So that was a lot that came up in just that card. And then the Saturn card that I'm also sharing here just talks more about the properties of Saturn being affiliated with structure. Saturn rules that which we must build over time. And so that talks about, again, personal authority, maturity, borders and discipline, traditions and organization. So that also felt like the borders I'm taking as, again, boundaries, connecting in with really rooting into our most authentic selves and setting those personal boundaries for ourselves and those aspects. And it talked a little bit too about an action being that Saturn asks us to step into the next level of maturity and personal authority. So, pushing ourselves outside of perhaps our comfort zone, pushing ourselves beyond our limiting beliefs in order to grow, whether that be through physical workouts, discipline, tests that allow you to prove what you know, both to yourself and others, whatever it may be. This energy is talking about connecting with mentors or being a mentor to another, connecting with others, consulting experts, mixing their wisdom with your own experience, and then make your own wise decisions. And I really like that because that feels very empowering again. So whether I'm making a decision about, business, or I'm making a decision to meal plan for the week ahead, whatever it may be, there's this really strong authoritative energy that kind of overarcs Saturday. So I like how it all weaves together. It's pretty cool. So the final challenge from the Saturn card was to just be careful not to cling to old conceptions of success or to hold on to a brittle system that restricts potential and leaves people discouraged. So I think that, again, was that out of the box, outside of the lines thinking, breaking through old patterns and limitations, and then seeing that the gift in the energy of Saturn is that the ancestors call to you for wisdom and maturity to know your gifts and limitations. This process may be an initiation or a test that empowers you. So that's where, again, I see an opportunity for some energetic reflection, reflecting on shadow work, reflecting on what limitations do I put in front of myself that keep me from working smarter, not harder, in any area of life. So I really love how that all came together. That is really encompassing all of those energies of Saturn and the oracle message that came forward today. So now as you move through your Saturday, feel free to share in the comments, how are you spending your Saturday? Do you find that you're more productive on Saturdays or Sundays if you're someone who does have that window of time over the traditional weekends for those things? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, next up will be Sunday. So if you want to join us again, there will be a post in our community. I'll be posting a video on my YouTube channel as well that will share, of course, Sunday. So spoiler alert, it's going to be about the sun. So I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this series as I am. As always, I am sending you much love and many blessings. Till next time.